international trainer, ladies and gentlemen, milyong-milyong palakpak, Mr. MIKO Imson! Alright, mga kaibigan, milyong-milyong palakpak po sa ating mga magigiting na international training team and of course, with Coach John, TJ, and Ian. Palakpakan natin mga kaibigan. Yan. So before anything else, wow, I would like to congratulate each and every one of you for coming here today. Can you look at your neighbor? Come on, look at your neighbor. Tap them, tell them, congratulations! Yeah, I would like to congratulate you in advance because you have committed your time to come here today and alam niyo naman lahat that it's been Alliance in Motion Global's culture that by the end of the year, nagkakaroon po tayo ng ganito, yung tinatawag na year-end training, and this is actually a preparation. Pakisabi nga po, preparation. We would like to prepare each and everyone para po sa magiging mahabang long holiday break natin. And of course, you expect already that by January, kultura rin natin na kung may year-end, meron tayong kick-off. Pakisabi nga, kick-off. So by January, we'll also be having another set of this, yung kick-off training naman, to start off the momentum. Kaya nakaka-excite na yung katabi nyo dito nandito, it's a bit of congratulations for each and every one of you. Kasi naman, talagang napakagandang news niya na kayo yung mga leaders, committed leaders that are willing to end your 2018 right, and you're willing to start your 2019 with a bang. Tama po ba yun? Kaya palakpakan niyo yung mga katabi nyo nandito ngayon. Well, I believe marami pa rin po siguro nandito na ngayon lang rin po ako narinig or ngayon lang rin po ako nakita. Well, it's okay. Sino po dito yung mga ngayon lang po ako marinig? Taas ang kamay. Ayan, ang dami nyo pala. Huwag po kayong mag-alala kasi kung hindi nyo po kilala, hindi ko rin kayo kilala. So, again, my name is MIKO. I'm one of your international training team, mga kaibigan, na umiikot po, hindi lang sa Pilipinas, pero sa iba't ibang bansa sa buong mundo. Well, mga kaibigan, marami siguro yung mga ngayon lang rin makakarinig sa akin because last September 3, kakauwi lang po namin coming from Africa. Kasama natin yung mga may-ari that time. So we went to, for 5 months, I stayed in Ghana, in Nigeria, and then we jumped into East Africa, to Kenya, Tanzania, Rwanda, and Uganda. Well, let me ask you first, sino po dito yung mga leader natin na may grupo na po sa Africa? Taas sa kamay. Wow! Congratulations! Ito mas magandang tanong. Sino po sa kwartong to yung may gustong magkaroon ng malaking grupo sa Africa? Taas sa kamay! Wow! So ladies and gentlemen, for now, mga kaibigan, isa po sa mga good news sa inyo, yung magiging topic as one of your first speakers for our wonderful year-end training this 2018, mga kaibigan, ang topic ko po is more about preparation. Pakisabi nga, preparation. I would like to prepare you for the topics of the upcoming great speakers na parating mamaya kasi may mga magandang topics sila more on skills. So, my topic is like an appetizer. Magiging tayong appetizer para sa mga main course mamaya. Okay ba kayo doon? Now, aside from that, my topic is actually a preparation para po sa direksyon ng Alliance in Motion Global as a company for 2019. So, gusto ko pong iset yung mind ng mga leaders natin ngayon kung saan po papunta, kung ano yung direksyon ng AIM Global as a company for the next 2018 para naka-align po tayong lahat. Okay ba kayo doon? And kasama yung ating mga top leaders, palakpakan natin yung mga top leaders natin na nandito ngayon. Yung top 20 Hall of Famers, of course, isa po sa mga gusto namin ipamahagi sa inyo is kung saan tayo pupunta by 2019 para at least kayo mga maaga dito ngayon. Alam nyo, napaka-importante sa dami po. Practically, if not thousands, but hundreds of thousands of leaders and distributors that we have here in Manila. Kayo po yung mga nandito ngayon, talaga pong destined na kayo nakaupo. Ito yung mga early bird na to. Ito yung mga early rin at check by 2019. Tama po ba? Kasi ang daming nasa labas pa ngayon, na-traffic sa EDSA, na-traffic sa C5. Well, congratulations if you're here early. Well, kayo rin po yung mga maagang magkakaroon ng momentum by 2019. Kaya I would like to congratulate you now. As we start, okay na ba yung slides natin? Ayan. So as we start mga kaibigan, ladies and gentlemen, bago po tayo magsimula, first of all, I want you to see another picture of Alliance in Motion Global. Okay na po ba yun? So can you please stop your neighbor and tell your neighbor, imagine. Come on, yung iba natutulog na, ang aga pa, naulanan ata. So pakitapik mo, sabihin mo, imagine. Okay, now I want you to imagine Alliance in Motion Global as a very, very big airport. Sino po dito yung nakakita na po ng nakasakay na po ng airplane or aircraft? Taas sa kamay. Yan, yung mga nag-Maldives, mga nag-Hong Kong. yung mga hindi pa nakasakay, nakakita na ng airplane, nakakita. Yung mga hindi pa nakakita, ito po, picture ng airplane. So, mga kaibigan, so I would like you to imagine Alliance in Motion Global. This is a picture of a big airport. I want you to imagine AIM Global as a very big airport. And mga kaibigan, of course, this airport, one of the best airport in the world, that's Alliance in Motion Global. Imagine that. Now, I want you to imagine in this airport, may mga may-ari. That's our board of directors, the owners of that airport. And in that airport, there are a lot of aircrafts. Marami po mga aeroplano. And that aircraft signifies different teams na meron tayo sa AIM Global. Each and every team that we have right now. Now, if this aircraft signifies the team, we know that every aircraft have a pilot, have a captain. Tama po ba? So who's the captain? Let me make you imagine that the captain, the pilots of these aircrafts that is responsible to deliver their team towards their destination is none other than you. Kinamay ka tayo mo, sabi mo, you're the captain. Kapag lakasan mo, sabi mo, ikaw ang piloto. Kayo po mga upline, ang piloto ng aircraft ninyo. Now, you will be the one to pivot and to lead your team kung saan sila pupunta for the next year of 2019. Now, as you can see in this airport, mga kaibigan, nakikita niyo ba yung tower? Hello? Nakikita niyo po yung tower? Now, on that tower, mga kaibigan, there are people inside that tower. And ang tawag po sa kanila, they are commonly known as air traffic controllers. Yan, pakita ko yung picture. Yan, these are air traffic controllers. Now, what is the job of air traffic controllers? This air traffic controllers is part of the management of the airport. Now, if Alliance in Motion Global is an airport, there are people on that tower. Ang tawag sa kanila mga air traffic controllers. And what they usually do, they have a bigger picture of what is happening in the airspace. They have a bigger picture of what is happening in the airport. They are actually responsible for the safe travel ng lahat ng mga aircraft. Kaya nga ito, pakita ko sa inyo yung pinaka-job description ng mga air traffic controllers. Ang sabi dito, they are responsible for the aircraft as it travels. They use radar and radio communication devices. Listen to this, to advise, to communicate, to guide, to give better route, give information and instruction to the pilot. Sino yung mga pilot? Sino daw? Sino daw? Okay. And keeping safe airspace by finding and providing the most efficient journey route. Because to be honest, in a flight, turbulences, storms, and rains is inevitable. Ang mga problema sa flight, hindi po napipigilan. Are you getting the idea? But the job of these air traffic controllers is as much as possible, minimize these turbulences, minimize these problems, minimize this storm, and to help these aircrafts and pilots arrive on their destination on time and safely. Paliwanag ko ba yun? Now, you know what's amazing about it? If you'll imagine this is Alliance in Motion Global, isa rin po sa mga dahilan bakit AIM Global ang benchmark ng network marketing sa buong Pilipinas at buong Asia. Isa pong dahilan bakit AIM Global is one of the best companies worldwide is because of Alliance in Motion Global's support system. Our devices is these trainings. Our devices, communication radar is these trainings, mga kaibigan, yung pag-ikot natin sa iba't ibang lugar. And this air traffic controllers signifies none other than the management of Alliance in Motion Global. Palakpakan po natin mga kaibigan. These people inside the management, mga kaibigan, the training team, the vice presidents, the board of directors, they are not the pilots. We are not the pilots. But what we are air traffic controllers that we will assist you. Compared to these air traffic controllers, wala po kami sa taas lang. We are actually on the field with you. Kasama niyo po kami to assist you, tulungan kayo, to guide you, to find a better route, to help you make your travel, your journey safer and faster towards your destination. And what's more amazing about that, wala kang makikitang ibang airport na yung mga may-ari na mismo, the board of directors are so active, so hands-on to become air traffic controllers just to guide you because they love you so much. Palakpakan po natin yung mga may-ari natin. Again, let's give a round of applause. Milyong palakpak para sa ating mga training team. Palakpakan po natin. Para sa ating mga vice president, palakpakan po natin. Para po sa ating board of directors and of course, the mother, the heart of the company, Dr. Apollo Cabantong, palakpakan po natin mga kaibigan. You are the pilots of your aircrafts. Kayo po magdadala, you are responsible for your team by 2019 and the next couple years. But we are here to guide you. Is that okay? Is that okay? Now, ladies and gentlemen, towards previous years and this year 2018, we have actually, observed something. yung mga air traffic controllers, because we have a bigger picture of what is happening locally, internationally, meron pong isang question. Ang tawag ko dito is actually the $1 million question. Ano daw tawag doon? Yan, $1 million question. Miko, bakit yung tinawag ng $1 million question? If you're gonna use this idiom, $1 million question, it actually means it's so important question that it can actually become a question that can make or break your business. Kaya siya $1 million question. Sobrang importante. Now, how do I know it's so important? Because sa pag-ikot ko ng mga trainers, sa pag-ikot ko namin sa iba't ibang lugar, kasama yung mga top 20 Hall of Famers, lagi kong natatanong, locally, internationally, ang dami nagtatanong itong question na to. And the most important question right now, locally, internationally, in global man o ibang kumpanya, basta sa industriya ng network marketing, today, the most sought-after question is, paano ko ba i-build ang network ko? Am I going to use online or am I going to use offline? A lot of leaders are coming to us, mga full onliners, they're asking, okay ba, ginagawa namin, kumikita kami ng malaki but we're having a hard time to sustain our team. Meron din mga full offliners coming to us and they're asking, okay ba ba, effective pa rin ba ang mga big OPPs, ang presentations, numinipis ang grupo namin, we are worried na kumukunti ang attendance namin. So, a lot of people are asking, locally, internationally, sa buong industriya, ito po yung ngayon na pinaka make or break question. Do you agree? A lot of people, a lot of networkers are confused. Ano bang gagawin namin? How can I build my network? Am I going to do online network marketing? Or am I going to do offline network marketing? Is offline still effective? O talagang medyo humihina na siya? Are you getting the idea? Now, ang tanong ko po sa inyo today, gusto niyo bang sagutin po natin to with us today? Parang tayo naman ng iba. Gusto niyo bang sagutin to today? Now, ladies and gentlemen, to answer this question, mga kaibigan, I actually prepared a topic for you about this $1 million question. But again, ang pinaka-main topic ko po sa inyo ngayon, ang pinaka-main message ko sa inyo ngayon, in answering this question, this $1 million question, is it online or offline? Sagutin na natin siya ngayon. Are you ready? Yes! Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. Based on brainstormings after brainstormings with a lot of trainers, air traffic controllers, with top 20 and Hall of Famers, mga kaibigan, we understood now that the answer for this is, listen, an extreme to the left, an extreme to the right is actually both wrong. Hello? Uulitin ko po. An extreme to the left, an extreme to the right is both wrong. Marami po yung mga 2 to 3 years ago, they did online 100%, extreme online. And right now, they're having a hard time to sustain their team. And it's happening right now as the cycle goes on. Nangyayari din po ngayon, let's be honest, that a lot of people 2 to 3 years ago that did extreme offline naman, na hindi sumabay sa technology because we need to accept that technology is inevitable. Talaga pong hindi na pipigilan ng technology and it's actually rising and rising year after year. Ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people who did extreme offline na hindi nakasabay, nahihirapan din sila ngayon kasi ang bilis ng pagnipis ng number ng tao on their events, on their meetings, on their trainings. And that is why we understood that an extreme to the left, an extreme to the right is both wrong. Ano daw yung tama? Dapat daw, ang online and offline mo in building your network is what? Pakilakasan ko. It needs to be balanced. And that's where the direction of Alliance in Motion Global as a company for the year 2019 will go on to. We would like to balance the online and offline for the next coming years. Okay ba kayo doon? And now, let me give to you, let me translate to you paano natin gagawin yun. Kasi ngayon, sa topic na ito, medyo naguguluhan ng karamihan kasi pag may nagtatanong, ano ba gagawin namin? Online networking ba or offline networking? You know, when somebody asks me like that, nagsagot ko lang lagi, tanong din. And I ask them that, even before you ask kung online or offline ang gagawin mo, first things first is you need to identify. Pakisabi nga, identify. You need to identify kung nasaan ka bang stage, layer, or process ng network building mo. Because when you ask, online networking ba or offline networking, the question is, are we talking about the same network marketing? Because you need to understand that network marketing as a business is so massive. Napakalaki po niya. Napakarami niyang layers, napakarami niyang processes. So we need to understand and identify kung nasaan ka ba doon para malaman natin kung online ba or offline ang gagamitin mo. Maliwanag ko ba yun? So para natin maintindihan ito, mga kaibigan, hihimayin natin siya for you today. Ladies and gentlemen, let me show to you first, dito natin siya pag-uusapan kung online ba or offline. Let me show to you the basic layers, the basic steps, or the basic processes of network building. So ito pong pag-uusapan natin is for network builders. Gusto ko makita yung kamay para lang maliwanag kasi para alam natin sino kausap natin. Sino po sa kwartong to yung mga network builders? Nasa kamay? Ayan. Palakpakan natin yung mga network builders because let me make you understand that if you are using the system of MIKO just to sell products, that's actually good enough to earn money. But if you would like to become a millionaire, you can never become successful and become millionaire in this business just by selling products. Kasi pag benta-benta ang ginagawa mo sa MIKO, hindi ka negosyante. Ang tawag sa'yo, self-employed. Kasi pag walang benta, pag walang benta ng C24/7, may kita wala. Pag walang benta ng Politus, may kita wala. Pag walang benta ng kape, may kita wala. So you are self-employed. You own your time, ikaw mag-decide kung bibenta ka o hindi. But still, pag walang benta, walang kita. So you're self-employed. If you would like to do global as a business, the main thing you need to do is to build your network. You need to leverage. Maliwanag mo ba yun? Kaya congratulations for the people who are trying to build their network right now. Now, pag-usapan natin, yung basic process of network building, most of you knows this already. So this is just an overview. Overview lang yung dadaanan natin, the basic processes. But again, the main topic is online ba or offline ang gagawin mo on these processes. Are you ready for that? Now let me show you. I'll be giving you just 3 basic processes. Ang tawag sa kanila, number 1 is building. Ito yung pagpapakapal mo ng tao. Second is actually what they call coaching. Ito yung you're trying to duplicate people already down the line. So pag kumapal na ang tao mo, you need to choose people that you're gonna coach, that you're gonna duplicate, that you're gonna delegate tasks. After coaching, pag nakapag-duplicate, nakapag-delegate ka na, now the time is you need to keep. Now, a lot of people who are in keeping stage, ito yung mga resources na. Gumagalaw na, kaliwat kanan. Hello? Now, based on these processes, doon po natin sasagutin ang tanong kung online ba or offline ang gagawin natin on building, online ba or offline ang gagawin natin on coaching, or online or offline ba ang gagawin natin sa bookkeeping. Because a lot of people, pag pinag-uusapan ng online or offline network marketing, ang lagi lang po naisip natin, yung pagpapakapal ng tao, the lead generation. But let me make you understand that networking is not all about recruitment and lead generation. Network marketing is more about the long-term residual income by building a system and building a team of people to work on that system that will work for you. Is that clear? Kaya yun yung importante masagot natin, kaya hihimay natin siya. So, let's start. Handa na ba kayo? Now, let's start on. Look at this. Let's go first on the building. Ito yung pinakamatagal. Kaya I'll be taking time on this. But this is just an overview because what you're gonna see on this building process is actually, you've been hearing it sa mga NDO, sa mga ASAP, sa mga leadership training, but the question is, online ba or offline ang gagamitin natin? So let me show you. When you talk about building, pakisabi ka, building. Ang ibang tawag sa building is actually also known as foundational process or foundation stage. Ang ibang tawag dito is foundation. Bakit siya naging pundasyon? Kasi dito mo ma-experience yung pinaka nakakapagod. Ang sabi ng iba dito, this is actually the most tiring part, the most tiring process. Is that true? Sino dito yung mga nagpapakapal pa lang ng grupo? Yung mga nagsisimula, yung tingin mo, nasa building stage ka, taas sa kamay. Yan. Alam niyo ba nakakapagod? Because in this stage, you will experience a lot. You will expect rejection, you will expect frustration, you will expect a lot of attrition, a lot of issues, a lot of complaints. You will experience a lot of things, mga kaibigan, like exhaustion, mapapagod ka. Marami magpo-complain. Yung attrition, the natural process of people quitting and fading out in the business. Gradual fading out of people. Yung tipo nagkaroon ka ng downline, nakabukas ka ng lane, akala mo alas na, yung pala, dos pala. Nakuha niyo? So, dito nangyayari yun. Dito nangyayari yun sa foundational stage. And ito yung pinaka-nakakapagod. Kung maga sa pagtatanim, in a farm, ang pinaka-nakakapagod, hindi naman yung pag-harvest. Ang pinaka-nakakapagod yung pagtatanim. And that's why, in network marketing, ito rin yung pinaka-tiring part. Now, let me tell you that, ano ba yung mga nangyayari dito? Ano ba yung mga kailangan mong gawin? If you think you're in the building stage right now, saan mo ba sisimulan? Ito po yun. This is the process. These are the steps. Number 1, of course, you need to have a lot of prospects. Pakisabi nga prospect. Because prospecting is actually the breadth of network marketing. Tama po ba? It's like, pag tumigil kang huminga, ano mangyayari sa'yo? You start to die. Subukan po ninyo. So, the same in network marketing, when you stop prospecting, you start dying in the business, especially if you're in the building stage. Kaya dito yung parang pool of prospects mo, nakukunan mo ng mga prospects ng mga tao, ng fishes, for you to actually invite. So, let me tell you, let me give you the overview, the main goal. Ano bang ginagawa sa prospecting? Ito po yan. Sa prospecting, your main goal is actually to capture. Connect. Pakisabi nga, connect. Your main goal is connecting to people. That is your main goal. When you talk about prospecting, our main goal is to connect to people. It's not your main goal to recruit somebody. When you're trying to prospect, hindi mo kailangan ma-recruit niyan right away. Kaya marami sa atin nahihirapan magka-prospect kasi may kakausapin ka sana ng prospect, pero hindi mo makausap-kausap kasi back on your mind, lagi may hidden agenda sa mga taong nakakasalamuha mo. Tama. Yung tipong paglabas mo sa mega mall, paglabas mo sa mall, ang tingin mo sa tao mga naglalakad, 500. Pag magkatabi, 1,000. So kaya ka nahihirapan to approach, nahihirapan ka to use the skills that you have because you always have a hidden agenda. So let me tell you that when you would like to do prospecting, your main goal is only to make friends. Because people do business with friends. Ang goal mo lang magpalawak ng network, to connect to people. That's the main goal of prospecting. Tama po ba? Online or offline, you need to connect to people. Now, when you have a lot of prospects in your pool of prospects, parang fish pond yan. Kumakain ba kayo ng tilapia? Alam niyo yung tilapia? Kaya mo yung katabi mo? Hindi mo ka tilapia yan. Baka kanina ulam niyang tilapia. Kaya ako'y tilapia. Now, let me tell you that ang tilapia, nahuhuli yan hindi sa dagat, sa mga pond. Tama ba? Marami sa atin nahihirapan mag-recruit, ang bagal ng production. Bakit? Kasi yung pond mo ng isda, konti lang ang tilapia. You expect a slow production, you expect minimal activities. Pag yung pool of prospect list mo, iilan lang yung isda. Imagine mo, kung ang isda lang sa pond mo, 2 tilapia nasa putik pa. Expect mo ang bagal ng production. Kaya the main goal, the basics is, you need to go back and filling up a lot of fishes inside your prospect list para araw-araw meron kang kinakausap. Kaya. Now, if you connected to a lot of people, the next thing you need to do is to invite them. And inviting, the main goal in inviting, there are a lot of scripts, a lot of approaches. But let me tell you that whatever script, whatever approach you will do, your main goal in inviting people is actually capturing the interest of the market. To capture the interest of the prospect, to capture the interest ng taong kausap mo. That is your goal, to capture the interest. Because people will never listen to you, will never open their mind, will never sit down and attend an OPP nang hindi mo na i-steer yung interest nila. Maliwanag ba? So, prospecting, lumiliwanag po ba? So, in prospecting an invitation, your main goal is to connect to people and of course, capture their interest. That is the main goal. At ang ibang tawag natin doon is recruitment. So, offline, ang tawag natin doon, recruitment. So, online, ang tawag natin doon is lead generation. Can you please say lead generation? So, mamaya pag-uusapan natin kung online ba or offline ang gagawin natin dyan much better. Maliwanag mo ba yun? Now, after you invite people, after you capture the interest, may interest na, interesado na, the next thing you need to do, doon na papasok yung, ito yung 5 fingers natin, basic skills natin. Doon na papasok yung presentation. And then you need to follow up them. Remember? Looks familiar? And then you close the deal. Tama po ba? Now, let me show you the main goal ng presentation, yung overview natin. Sa presentation, we've been talking about it on our ESPN, meron tayong training na full skill for the whole day. We teach you buong araw paano mag-present effectively, how to connect to people, how to capture the interest. Now, in presentation, hindi po kami magsasawang magsabi sa inyo that the most effective way to present the business and or the opportunity to the people outside is actually by telling stories. Pakisabi nga stories. Because stories sell better than facts. Correct or correct? Kaya nga may mga prospect po kayo, yung tipong nakwentuhan mo ng istorya ng estudyante na yumaman sa global, bago ka makinig ng OPP, nag-join na dahil lang doon sa istorya. Meron. Meron yung mga user ng Colitus na dating high blood at mataas ang kolesterol na nakarinig ng storya ng isang high blood at dahil sa storya yun nakarelate, bumili at gumamit ng produkto bago umattend ng product demo. Bago marinig yung facts, user na ng product. Meron. Because the truth and the fact is, stories do sell better than facts. Kaya ang goal mo lang dito sa presentation is mag-ipon ka ng mag-ipon ng napakaraming storya and your goal is to convey. Pakisabi nga, convey. Convey the information. Sa ibang salita, sa mas layman term, ang goal mo lang dito, i-chismis ang AIM Global. Sabi mo sa tayo mo, i-chismis. Yun lang. Kaya kung magaling ka makipag-chismisan tungkol sa buhay ng kapitbahay mo, mas galingan mo i-chismis ang AIM Global para ikabago ng buhay mo. Ganun lang kasimple. You just need to... Kaya nga, pag magaling ka mag-chismis, pag marami kang alam na chismis, tama po ba? Kaya ang goal mo sa AIM Global is to gather a lot of chismis. Chismis ng mga engineer na yumaman. Chismis ng mga teacher na yumaman. Chismis ng mga nurse na yumaman. Chismis at detalye ng mga estudyante, housewife na yumaman. Chismis mga diabetic, mga high blood na gumaling sa produkto. Kunin mo yung mga detalyeng yun, and that's the chismis na i-chismis mo sa buong mundo. Hello? Ano lang kasimple? Conveying the information, that is the main goal of presentation. And again, after that, you follow up. Pag-isabi nga follow up. Kung maraming tao, after ng presentation, naguguluhan at paano ba yung follow up? Yung iba nakakalimutan pa mag-follow up. Tama po ba? Sino dito yung aminado? Minsan nakakalimutan mag-follow up. Taas ang kamay. Alam mo bakit mo nakakalimutan? Tanong mo sa akin bakit? Kasi ang totoo, hindi mo alam kung ano ba talaga yung follow up. Tama o tinatamaan? Now, when you talk about follow-up, let me tell you the truth. Maraming tao, pag after the presentation, after the first exposure of the prospect, sabihin sa'yo, pag-isipan ko muna, kausapin ko yung asawa ko. Maraming sa atin nagsasabihin, sige, good luck, congratulations, kausapin mo yung asawa ko, tawagan mo na lang ako or tatawagan kita. Tanong, tingin mo ba tatawag siya? Do you expect na tatawag? Pag ikaw tumawag, anong sagot sa'yo? Who you? Hello? Kaya, you need to understand that when somebody was exposed already, napresenta na, huwag mo papauwiin nang wala kang iiwan na ipa-follow up. You need to leave something to follow up. Like for example, umattend ng seminar, sabi, pag-isipan ko muna, sabi ko asawa ko, make sure you leave something. Mga tools to expose. Hello? Because in follow-up, the main goal of follow-up is this. Listen to this. Consistently providing experience and exposure. That's it. Ang pag-follow up is to consistently, committedly, continuously provide experience and exposure to that person about AIM Global products, about AIM Global company, about AIM Global opportunity. Kaya pag umuwi, iwanan mo ng kape. Ito pare, 2 sachet ng kape. Patingin mo sa asawa mo, tawagan kita this Friday kung kamusta, kung natikman na ng asawa mo, kung okay ba. Pwede, pwede. Kaya pag Biyernes, pag tawag mo, ano pare, kamusta, natikman na ng asawa mo yung kape? Okay ba? Ano, kailangan mag-join? Hello? Marami kasi po nag-follow up, tumatawag lang, pare kailangan mag-join. After 2nd week, pare kailangan mag-join. 3rd week, kailangan mag-join. 4th week, kailangan mag-join. Kaya pag hindi ng isang buwan, hindi na nag-join. Hello? So you need to follow up right away. May iwan kang tool, exposure, experience. Maliwanag? You can use a sample product. Para kung na-experience, gusto ng kape, bumalik ulit, another exposure. At ulit ng office, another exposure. Maliwanag? You can actually use videos. Para iwanan kita ng link ng video, panoorin mo, tawagan ulit kita pag napanood mo na ng misis mo. Pwede, pwede. Pwede. Para iwanan kita ng video vlog ng upline ko, tapos balikan kita pag napanood mo na. Pwede, pwede. Pare, i-join kita sa Q&A namin, live webinar ng grupo namin, tapos balikan kita kung kamusta yung na-observe mong live webinar namin. Pwede, pwede. Pare, pahiramin kita ng newsletter. Alam niyo yung newsletter? Meron ba bang newsletter? Yung ating AIM Magazine. Alam niyo yung AIM Magazine? Mga kaibigan, as far as I'm concerned, Alliance in Motion Global is not actually doing our official brochure anymore. Itong newsletter natin, AIM Magazine natin, is actually our upgraded brochure already. Alam niyo yung AIM Magazine? Sino dito yung nakabili na ng AIM Magazine? Nasa kamay? Good. Yung iba hindi pa. So yung iba nakabili na, tapos sabi nila, apply, hindi na ako bibili ulit. Bakit? Nakabili na ako eh. Huy, hindi naman para sa iyo yung AIM Magazine. Hello? That AIM Magazine is actually an exposure tool for you to actually expose your prospect outside. Hello? Hindi para sa iyo yun kasi yung mga nakasulat na storya doon, umattend ka na doon eh. Hello? Alam mo na yun. Yung testimony doon, alam mo na yun. Kung para kanino yun? Doon sa prospect mo. What is 25 pesos if you can leave it to a businessman na ayaw umattend ng seminar at pagkabasa ng newsletter, ano makikita niyo? Wow, ganda pala ng AIM Global. Magkakaroon sila ng positive connotation of exposure experience about AIM Global. Pwede, pwede. What is 25 pesos kung pwede mong iwan yan sa barbershop mo? What is 25 pesos kung pwede mong iwan yung magazine na yan sa salon mo? Para lahat ng mga manikurista, habang nagmamanicure, pinagkakwentuhan AIM Global. Pwede, pwede. Para lahat ng barbero, pag nagkwentuhan yung mga barbero, pinag-uusapan about AIM Global. Pwede, pwede. So that A magazine is an exposure tool. So the main goal in presentation and follow-up, yung pag-convey ng information at consistently providing experience and exposure, your main goal is exposure. Pakisabi nga, exposure. Sa presentation and follow-up, wala kang ibang gagawin just to expose and expose and expose your prospect consistently. Maliwanag po ba? Anong gagawin? Anong trabaho natin? When you're on the building stage, ang trabaho mo lang is to? Lakasan mo, is to? It is not your job to make people join you. Mapaliwanag ko bakit. Your only job is to expose them. It's not your job to make them join. Maliwanag ba yun? Upon guiding them exposure after exposure after exposure, a realization will happen to your prospect. Pakisabi nga, realization. When the realization happens, ladies and gentlemen, closing the deal automatically and naturally happens. Kaya nga itong closing the deal, itong signing up, this is actually the most controversial skill. Because let me be honest with you, until now, sa ilang taon namin pag-training, wala po kami tina-training na perfect script to close the deal. Because the truth is, there is no perfect script to close a deal. Because closing deal is actually what? Closing deal is the positive outcome. Okay? Pakisabi nga, positive outcome. Ayan, negative yung clicker. Pakisabi po, positive outcome. The positive conclusion or positive outcome of prospect's experience or exposure. Maliwanag ba? Yun ang nangyari ang closing. So ang closing pala is the positive accumulation ng lahat ng skill na ginawa mo. Kaya ang closing, hindi pinipilit. Walang script ang closing. It naturally happens when realization happens to your prospect. Maliwanag? Kaya may mga prospect na walang realization nangyari, napa-join mo, maniwala ka after 2 to 3 months, pag hindi chumeke, they will fade out, they will quit. Hello? Nangyari. Kaya importante na yung realization manggaling doon sa tao. Kaka-expose mo, they will realize ang ganda pala ng in-global, ang ganda pala ng product, ang ganda pala ng kumpanya, ang ganda pala ng lifestyle. Estudyante, yumaman, kaya mo rin pala. Hello? They will be the one to realize, and they will stay for good. That's where long-term business will happen. Okay ba yun? Huwag mo ipipilit. Yung iba, napilitan, pero nag-transform. Meron din naman. Meron yung mga napilit lang, nag-join, pero after quite some time, nag-transform sila. Bakit? Nagkaroon sila ng realization, not outside of being global, but after they become a member. Kaya nga yung pag-follow up, pakisabi ulit, follow up. Yung pag-follow up, hindi lang po ginagawa yan sa prospects. Follow-upping is actually being done even to members already. You consistently expose and give them experience about how good the business is. Ginagawa yan kahit sa member na. Kasi marami dito member na, 3 accounts, 7 accounts, yung iba nga 15 accounts pa. Pag tinanong mo, bakit ka nag-i global? Para yung mama. Pag tinanong mo, paano yung mama? Hindi ko alam. Parang nabudol-budol. Hello? So the main goal is to guide them exposure after exposure until realization happens, until they join the business, until they do the business with you. Pag nag-focus ka sa realization, sa exposure, if you focus on exposure, you know what will happen? Lahat ng problema ngayon masasagutan. Hello? If you're focused in your job of exposure, at tanggalin mo sa utak mo na kailangan mo mag-close ng deal. Kasi marami sa atin, nag-i-aim global para makapag-close ng deal. Kailangan mapa-join ko siya. Kaya pag hindi nag-join, you feel rejected. Tama po ba? So tanggalin niyo yun. The mindset is just to expose. Mawawala yung feeling of rejection. Mawawala yung frustration. Mawawala yung pagkapagod if your job is just to expose. Lahat ng issues and complaints, tanggal lahat yan. Pag busy ka kaka-expose. Pag punong-puno yung prospect list mo at punong-puno ka ng production, you don't have any time anymore to think about negative things at home. Pag uwi mo sa bahay, napakapagod ka na, matutulog ka na lang. Hindi ka na makaisip ng issue and complaint. Hello? Pag busy ka, kaka-expose sa labas, kaka-chismis sa labas. Kaya doon mo nalaman ng isang distributor, pag walang production at walang activity. Tanong mo sa akin paano? Tanong mo sa akin, lakasan mo paano? Kapag reklamador. Hello? Tama po ba? Kasi ang daming panahon para mag-isip ng negative, kaya nagpuro complain, puro issue. Let me tell you, there's no perfect company. There's no perfect team. There's no perfect upline. There's no perfect business. But again, if you're so busy exposing people outside, you don't have time actually to think about negative things. It's biblical. An idle mind is a devil's advocate. Pag yung tipong boring na boring ka, wala kang ginagawa, doon ka nakaisip ng masamang bagay gawin. Tama o tama? O, iba nakaka-relate. Kaya, ladies and gentlemen, it's very important that you focus on exposure. Attrition, tanggal din ang attrition kasi attrition naman is natural, gradual process of people quitting. Ang pinaka-isang magandang solusyon sa attrition is consistently opening new legs. As you open and open new legs, hindi mo maramdaman ng attrition. Tama o tama? So just expose and expose. So now, from what you've heard on building, let me ask you right now, sa lahat ng narinig ninyo, kayo ngayon na mag-decide. The million-dollar question, online or offline? Sige nga, sige nga. Sino magkasabi dito sa lahat ng narinig nyo sa overview ko ng building process? Sino magkasabing online? Nasa kamay? Isa, dalawa, tatlo. Sino magkasabing offline? Sino yung walang pakialam? Nasa kamay. Asan ka dito? Ulitin ko, online or offline? Oh, let me tell you. Isa-isayin natin In recruitment and lead generation, kasama doon yung connecting to people and capturing the interest, I will point you towards online. That's the best explanation why people in online have a very big income on the start of the business. Kasi yung pag-connect to people and capturing interest in online, there is a power of automation. What else? Online in lead generation, recruitment, may boosting. Si Facebook na bahala mag-promote sa'yo. Tama po ba? You can connect easily to people. You can steer the interest easily. What else? May global expansion. Ang lawak ng market mo. What else? Time and cost efficiency. Meaning, sa online in lead generation, what happens is, in a very limited time, ang dahil mo na nakausap. Tama po ba? That best explains bakit ang bilis ng income online. But let me tell you, ang building po ba natatapos sa lead generation? Again, let me repeat. Ang building po ba natatapos sa lead generation? Of course not. Kasama yung exposure, presentation and follow-up. And exposing people, it's both. Pakisabi nga po both. Dalawa po, online and offline. Because in online, you can use online tools to expose people outside. You can use videos, photos, you can use scripts. Kaya nga ngayon, ang mga upline, may kanya-kanya ng script. Kaya pag may nagtanong, what is the product? Ang gagawin, copy-paste. Pag tanong, what is the business? Copy-paste. Tama mo ba? Pag tanong, paano kumita? Copy-paste. But let me tell you, there is something, listen to this, there is something online cannot do that offline can do. Ask me what? Nakasama mo, ask me what? That is the culture. Ang online, hindi kaya mag-build ng culture. And culture cannot be replaced in network marketing business. Culture is one of the main factors for long-term stickability of your people in your network. Culture is so important. Walang ganon sa online. You can only do that offline. Do you agree? What else? Social proof. Ang social proofing sa offline makakuha. Pag maraming tao, di ba? Ang sipa ng social proof, pag tatlo lang kayo naimbitahan, parang walang nangyari. Parang scam ata to, tatlo lang kami. Pero pag maraming umang-attend, you know that there's something good happening on that company. What else? Urgency and excitement. Ang urgency and excitement, mas mataas offline. Correct or correct? Sino po dito, best example, sino po dito yung naka-attend ng Binyan, Laguna na car show and caravan? Taas ang kamay. Taas ang kamay. Car show, caravan. Taas ang kamay. Ilan lang? Papalakpakan natin yung mga naka-attend ng Binyan, Laguna. Kamusta? Okay ba? Exciting ba? Tumaas ba yung urgency? Tumaas ba yung excitement? Pwede mo namang mapanood sa video yung Audi R8 ni John P. San Juan. Pwede mo namang makita yung Maserati ni Upline Carlo Merventura sa video, sa photos. Pero bakit iba kapag nahawakan mo tsaka narinig mo live? Hello? And that also best explains bakit lahat tayo, meron tayong mga Spotify sa cellphone, nakikinig tayo ng unlimited music. Pero bakit meron pa rin uma-attend sa mga concert? Hello? Unlimited ang music sa online, pero bakit uma-attend pa rin ang mga tao sa concert? Because there's no culture there. Iba pag nakita mo yung singer nag-live presentation, tama po ba? Kahit mas maganda yung pagkakanta niya sa Spotify, iba pag live, may culture, may excitement. And that's what online cannot do. Kaya kailangan balanse yung offline and online building natin ng pag-network. Ano daw dapat? Balance. Okay? Now let me tell you, On coaching and duplication naman, okay, ibilisan natin, tatlo lang po ito, okay? I want you to bear with me, we don't have much time. Handa na po ba kayo? Now, pag pumapal na ang grupo mo, malalaman mong nasa duplication ka na kapag meron ka ng kinakati. Kaya pag umaattend ka pa ng year-end mag-isa, kailangan mo magpakapal. You're on the building. You need to identify where you are. Okay ba yun? Pero pag umaattend ka ng training, tapos may mga akay-akay ka na, 5, 3, 7, meaning you're now on a duplication. Sa dami ng network mo, you can choose who are the people that you want to duplicate. Now, let me give you the LSS of duplication. Handa na ba kayo? Alam niyo yung LSS? I make the term LSS para madaling tandaan. Alam niyo yung LSS? Hindi mo pag nasasakyan ka, may tugtog, paglabas mo, yung retention ng kanta, naalala mo, kinakanta mo na siya. Anong tawag doon? Anong tawag doon? Last Song Syndrome. Kaya nga, hindi ko makalimutan, nagpunta po ako ng Tugigaraw. 11 hours po yung travel namin. First time ko nag-travel lang, 11 hours lang trip to Tugigaraw. Kasama ko yung wife ko. Grabe po! Yung tugtog paulit-ulit. Paglabas ko ng sasakyan, kinakanta ko maghapon yung kanta. Alam niyo yung kantang buwan? Dumudugo yung tayo mo pag narinig ko yung buwan. Na LSS. Alam niyo yung buwan? Hindi niyo alam yung buwan? Hindi niyo alam? Sa ilalim ng puting ilaw. Ganun lang yun. Alam niyo na, alam niyo na. Lalo kayo naguluhan, o kinanta ko. So, yung paulit-ulit, kakabisado mo na siya. So, katawag ng LSS, Last Song Syndrome. Retention level will go high. But in duplication, hindi po pinag-uusapan natin. Yung L, parang madali nyo matandaan, ginamit ko yung LSS, Last Song Syndrome. But in duplication, yung LSS na babantayan mo sa grupo mo is first lesson. You need to look for people, sa kapal ng grupo mo, you need to look for people who are willing to listen. Kasi mahirap i-duplicate, nakakapagod, nakaka-exhaust i-duplicate yung taong hindi marunong makinig. Kaya sa mga downline na nandito ngayon, kung gusto nyo mapansin tayo ng upline nyo, kung gusto mo ngayon tutukan ka ng upline mo, gusto nyo ba yun? Kung gusto mong mag-duplicate ka ng upline mo, isa muna mong gagawin. Dapat, ipakita mo kay upline na lagi kang willing makinig. Kaya palakpakan nyo yung pag-attend nyo dito kasi kasama yan sa papapakita nyo na willing ka makinig. So the first thing you need to do is to show them what to know. After that, doon na papasok yung mentoring, sharing of insights, wisdom, beliefs, information, o network building. Doon na yung mag-mentor ka. At isa sa mga pinakamagagaling kong magganito sa networking industry is none other than our late Chief Finance Officer, the mentor of all mentor, Engineer Francis Miguel. Tama po ba? He's so good. Makasama mo lang siya. Akala mo nag-joke lang, pero pag pinag-isipan mo pag-uwi mo ng bahay, wisdom pala yung shinare sa'yo. Hello? Ganong kalalim, ganong katindi. So, ganong pala dapat tayo mga upline, maging mentor tayo if you would like to duplicate people. Yung ibang upline, tumigil na sa lesson. But the challenge is, in duplication, the second thing you need to do is to show. Bakit sabi nga show? You need to show your people what to do because people don't follow what you say, but they follow what you do. Mas madaling kopyahin yung bagay na nakikita mo kaysa naririnig mo lang. Tama o tama? So dito na mapasok yung copy system, yung copy upline. Kaya yung gagawin mo, pag may downline ka gusto mong i-duplicate at may prospect ang iimbitahan mo, di ba, tawagan mo muna yung downline mo, pare, kita tayo ng alauna, may presentation ako ng alas 3. Pagkita mo ng alauna, mentoring muna kayo hanggang alas 2. Pagdating ng alas 3, bago dumating yung prospect mo, tatawagan mo yung prospect, katabi yung downline mo, ipaparinig mo sa kanya paano ka mag-phone call ng prospect, naririnig niya. Hello? Nakikita niya paano mo ginagawa. Hello? That's copy system. Yan yung akay system. Pagdating ng prospect mo, ipapakita mo sa downline mo, nakaupo siya kung paano ka mag-product demo, paano ka mag-marketing plan. Hello? Paano ka mag-ayos ng issue sa grupo? Paano ka mag-organize ng OPP? Papakita mo sa downline mo. That's copy system. That's showing. And right after that, yung iba tumigil na doon, they forgot to supervise. Pakisabi nga supervise. When your downline know what to do, and they know what they need to know, the next third thing you need to do is to show them what to accomplish. Kailangan may something to look forward to para tuloy-tuloy nilang magawa yung mga activity na naituro mo sa kanila. And that's where duplication happens. Hello? Kulang yung maipakita mo lang kung paano. Dapat nandun ka to monitor. Doon mapasok yung activity and production monitoring. Maraming mga programs and projects ang gumagawa ng ganitong programa ngayon. Tama po ba? Iba't ibang grupo ngayon gumagawa ng kanya-kanya mga programa ng duplication. Marinig mo dyan yung 1,000 Millionaires Project. Marinig mo dyan yung J-Leap Project. Most of this, ito po yung pagkakahimay nun. Hello? telling what to know, showing what to do, and giving accomplishment para i-target ng mga leaders, para ma-duplicate sila. Hello? Ito po yun. Are you getting the idea now? Now look at this. Ang tanong ngayon, sa coaching, ano ba? Online or offline? O, tanongin ko ulit kayo. Based on what you've heard and what you understood, tingin nyo po, sa coaching and duplication, ay, maliwanag na yan ha? Online or offline? Taas sa kamay, magsasabing online. Taas sa kamay. Kaya meron 3, 4 pa rin. 5. Okay, good. Sino magsasabing offline? Alright. Now let me tell you, it's a balance of 2 again. Miko, bakit balance ng 2? Let me give you an idea to consider. Let me show you. In online, pakisabi nga online. Let me give you an idea. Listen to me. So online, you can actually use an automated coaching or mentoring platform. What is this automated coaching or mentoring platform? Listen to me. This is a recorded training that delivers the right type of information on the right time or right moment of somebody's career in network building. So kumbaga, meron kang platform na, meron kang video about presentation, meron kang video about invitation, meron kang video training about how to prospect. Nakasave na yung mga video na yon, tapos yung mga downlines mo, pag duplication na, they will just plug and play that videos. It's an automated. You can get their emails, send mo lang sa kanila. Hello? It's an automated coaching or mentoring platform. Pwede. Ang nasagot doon, yung listen. Tama ba? Ang nasagot doon yung what to know. Paano yung what to do tsaka yung what to accomplish? Pwede mo bang gawing online? Hello? Internationally and locally. Napaka-importante yan for the sustainability of your network. So kailangan daw ano? Balance. And last but not the least, on our third part, it's keeping and leadership. Pakisabi nga keeping. Pakisabi leadership. Ito daw yung kung kanina, yung building, yung most tiring process. Ito naman yung keeping, the never-ending process. Ano daw siya? Hindi natatapos. Hello? Miko, paano masabing hindi natatapos? Kasi kahit ano malaki ang income mo, you should be willing to keep, you should be willing to sustain. Anong goal mo dito? Ang goal mo sa keeping, ito yung mga, malalaman mo na sa keeping ka na, pag may kumikilos na left and right, tuloy-tuloy na ang palo. Hello? Yung iba dyan, nag-flash out na. Hello? Ito yung mga may resources na, nakapag-duplicate na left and right. Now you know you're in the keeping stage. Now, ladies and gentlemen, dito, it's a never-ending process because you need to build influence. And building influence is never-ending. Do you know that? To build influence is never-ending. Dito papasok yung support. Pakisabi nga support. Kaya ang sabi ng mga magagaling na networkers, even not in networking, even in any other business, sa negosyo daw, whatever you have earned in your income, a certain percentage of it, you need to go bring it back to your business. Hello? Ulitin ko sa lahat ng negosyo, hindi lang networking, a percentage of your income, you need to know how to bring it back to your business. Hindi ko sinasabing bigyan mo ng pera yung mga downline mo, ha? Baka yung mga downline sabi mo, yan daw, upline, bigyan mo daw ng pera, ha? Hindi po. Ang ibig sabihin nun, you will use the support system that you have for trainings and team buildings. Dapat, maliban sa company training and team building, sa grupo mo, nagpapatraining ka, nagpapateam building ka. That creates influence as an upline. That creates respect. What else? Events and seasons. What else? Recognition rally. May mga grupo po ngayon, may kanya-kanya ng recognition rally. Tama po ba? That builds up influence. Kaya may mga grupo, may mga recognition rally, darating ang time, hindi ka na lang umaattend sa mga recognition rally. Darating ang time, ikaw na ang nagpapa-recognition rally. Gusto niyo ba yun? Wonderful. What else? Building influence, service, and relevance. Kaya nga, mga kaibigan, ngayon po sabay-sabay natin palakpakan ng mga speakers bureau po natin, palakpakan natin yung mga speakers, mga magiging natin speakers bureau. Because let me tell you, that if you have, on the keeping stage, you're earning left and right already, the next thing you need to do is to serve. Servant leadership. That creates influence. Kailangan magkaroon ka ng relevance. Hello? That builds influence. Kaya nga, di ba nakaka-proud? Si Upline, one of the speakers, si Upline kasama sa top 20, si Upline kasama sa Hall of Famers, si Upline nandun sa Crossline in Motion, nagdala ng Hummer, nagdala ng sports car, nang-i-inspire, hindi na lang sa grupo namin, pero sa labas ng grupo na, at sa labas ng In Global, nakaka-inspire siya sa lahat ng mga networkers sa buong mundo. Pwede. With that, it creates influence. Okay? And last but not the least, when you're on the keeping stage, you need to evolve. Pakisabi nga, evolve. Bilang isang upline para ma-maintain mo yung influence mo, you can never stop evolving, developing yourself. Listen to this. Because the bigger your income is, the bigger your network is, the bigger your empire is, the more people who are going to listen to you, the more people who is watching you. So the bigger the responsibility you will have to evolve yourself. Tama o tama? Kaya nga nakakalungkot isipin pag yung ikaw si upline, nagpa-meeting ka, upline anong agenda? Power, grabe. Next week, anong topic? Power, grabe. Next 2 weeks, anong topic ulit upline? Power, grabe. Darating yung time yung downline mo mag-iisip, parang mas magaling pa ako kay upline. Respect will fade out gradually. Influence will fade out gradually. Kaya darating yung time, kumikita ka pero hindi mo handle yung grupo mo. Darating yung time, kumikita ka pero hindi ka nire-respeto ng downlines mo. So for you to sustain that influence, the first thing you need to do is to evolve. Come on, tap your neighbor, tell your neighbor, evolve. Sabi nga ni Albert Einstein, the moment you stop learning, you start dying. The same in this business. Pag ikaw tumigil na sa pagtuto, kahit na kumikita ka ng malaki, maniwala ka sa akin, you start dying in the business. Respect will fade out, influence will fade out. And that's very important. Now, from what you've heard, the million-dollar question, online or offline? Ito po, maliwanag na maliwanag pa sa sikat ng araw. Hello? Based on what you heard, in keeping and leadership, sustaining your team, online or offline? Now let me show you, again, I'm pro-balance. Bakit balance, MIKO? In online, you can do online live webinars. You can do online question and answer. You can do some personal video blogs to create influence. Pag may resources ka na, you can set up a video team that will do a personal video blog for you. Tama po ba? Kaya may mga top 20 tayo, Hall of Famers tayo, ginagawa na po nila ngayon yan to create influence, not only in global but outside of this company, in the whole industry. Let me give you an example. Si Mr. BRZ, ginagawa ngayon yung mga video na yan. Tama ba? Yung CEO in Jeans, ginagawa ngayon yan. Tama ba? They have some personal video blogs to create influence, massive influence. Hello? But again, something that can never be replaced online in network building, especially in keeping, offline, is the live presence in events and trainings, and of course, creating influence by building good relationship. Kahit may live webinar ka, kahit may personal video vlogs ka, ang hirap magkaroon ng personal connection at mag-build ng relationship online. Hello? For you to sustain your team is still offline. Kaya naman, to conclude our training today, have you learned a lot? Yes. May natutunan po ba? Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, let me show you that in building, in coaching, in keeping, in your process of network building, online ba or offline, ano daw dapat? Balance. And that's where Alliance in Motion Global as a company is going to for 2019. We would like to balance online and offline, locally and internationally. Kasama pa namin kayo doon? Kasama pa namin kayo doon? We need to balance. What I just gave you today are just suggestions and tips, but still let me go back that still you are the one in control because you are the pilots of your own aircrafts. Ikaw pa rin ang control kung ano gagawin niyo sa grupo ninyo. We are just here to give you guidance, to give you route, to give you advices, but you are still going to drive your own aircraft. Ikaw pa rin ang responsible sa paano mo dadalhin sa destination yung buong group mo. Hello? Now it's up to you, but again, let me end with this. As your air traffic controllers, as the managements of the company, we are here to tell you that the longevity of your income will highly depend to the quality of relationships you create within your leadership. Thank you very much. This is MIKO Yung Son. To God be all the glory. And good morning, Global. Good morning!